Good morning from Perth, West Australia for Operation RCT. This is turn 2 from Imperial Japan, and it is now July of 1936. All right, we'll start off with our purchases. So we have 20 IPP to spend. Okay, with our 20 IPP, we're going to buy 1, 2, 3, 4, so there's a chip there, 4 cavalry. We're going to upgrade 2 militia, so for 2 each, and we're going to buy a artillery, so that leaves us, that's our full 20 in the bank. And yeah, that's just to remind me that we've got a influence roll for later for Cyan. All right, no combat. However, before we do that, we're going to get on with our tech rolls. Zoom them back out. All right, so we're going to be rolling. Let's get this in focus. We're going to be rolling for, what have I got on there? Improved construction and large ships. I'll get myself some dice. All right, so the first one will be improved construction on a 7 or more. And we get a 7. Nice. Stage 1 for improved construction. All right. Now we're going for large ships on a 9. Is that a 9? I can't see. 8. 8 or more. 7. So we missed that one. That's a bit of a bummer. All right. Like I said, no combat, so it's just going to be purely non-combat moves. The Emperor's getting a little concerned about what's going on here in China with the CCP seem to be spreading rather fast through the area. All right. So we'll start with our non-combat. So we'll take a coastal sub from P15 to P33. I'm going to take 1 fleet submarine from P34 and just get this so just in shot. So 1 is going to come to P43, 2 to P44, and 3 to P52. So that fleet sub's going to be there. Another fleet sub is going to come out of P34, 1 into P43, 1 into P42, correction, 2 into P42, and 3 into P50. It's going to hang out there. And the last one is going to go from P34 1 into P43 and 2 into P42. And it's just going to stay there so I can get rid of that stuff. All right, so the next thing I am going to move is going to be this transport out of P16. It's going to come out of that major port, go 1 into P15. It's going to, it's going to stay. Hang on, does full modes a touch? Yeah, it does. Okay, and so it's going to pick up. Okay, so it's going to go 1 into P15, pick up a marine and an infantry. All right, and it's going to come back into P32. And drop that marine and infantry into Formosa. I can squeeze. Formosa is going to get busy. Okay. I am going to take a transport out of P15 and pick up that last marine. All right. That's going to come out of P15 into P32 and drop that other marine into Formosa. All right, so those 2 transports have moved. Just want to make sure I don't move them after they've moved. All right, I'm now going to take the transport that hasn't moved out of P32, and that's going to come back into P15 and go and port at Kyushu. I'm just going to import marker. All right, 2 transports out of P14 are going to come. No, they're going to stay there. No, one's going to come out of P14 into P15 and go in port. And actually the other one's going to come out of P14 and also go in port Kyushu. So there's now 3 transports in port at Kyushu in P15. All right. All right, my torpedo boat destroyer is going to come out of P15 and go into P33. The coastal sub from P16 is going to move down 1 to P34. The torpedo boat destroyer from P16 is going to come 1, 2 into P43. The heavy cruiser from P16 is going to come 1, 2 into P16, joining the rest of the fleet there. And pretty sure that's everything that I wanted to do. I'll just double check. All right, cool. I'm pretty happy. We'll go on with place units now. So I'm going to take place 1 artillery into rehe. So it's going to go into that card there. So just 1 regular artillery. I'm going to upgrade 1 infantry on Formosa. So that militia is now going to become an infantry. And 1 infantry is going to be upgraded on Okinawa. So that militia comes off and an infantry goes there. Okay, my 4 cavalry are going to go into Kyushu. So it's 4 cav in there. All right, that's everything. All right, I'll roll for the influence roll for Siam, which is on a 1, which I don't think I've ever hit, but hey, who knows? I get lucky one day. All right, so Siam influence roll on a 1 and 9. Yeah, okay. All right, so we finished the turn with 16 plus 3 for US oil, which will leave us with 19 for the next turn. I'll do a quick disposition, cover off what's changed on the board. Okay, so we'll start from the very bottom. Okay, in Sea Zone P52 is 1 fleet submarine. In Sea Zone P50, there is a fleet submarine. In Sea Zone P42, there is a fleet submarine. There is a militia in Palau, and there is a militia in the Caroline Islands. And probably can't see that there. And there's 1 militia still in the Marshall Islands. Over in Bonin, there's a militia. In the Volcano Islands, there's a militia and a coastal sub in P34. In P33, there is a TBD and a coastal sub. Now there's 1 infantry and a seaplane. In Formosa, which is looking a lot of kind of crowded, which I'll chip out, 2 infantry and 2 marines and a fighter. In Sea Zone P32, there are 2 transports. There is a light cruiser, 2 destroyers, 2 battleships, a fleet carrier with a fighter and tactical, and 2 heavy cruisers. In Kyushu, there is 4 cav and 3 transports in port. In Sea Zone P14, there is a battle cruiser, 2 heavy cruisers now, 1 light cruiser, a destroyer, and a light carrier with a fighter. On the card in Rehe, there is 1 militia. Just left him off there because obviously he can't move. There is a total of 7 infantry, 1 artillery. So I'll just show the card. So there's 7 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 motorized, 1 cav, 1 mountain. There is 2 tacticals and a fighter. In Manchuria itself, and Eastern Manchuria, we've got a militia, and Northern Manchuria, there is a militia. And I think that's everything. Yeah. All right, I'll turn it over to Global War Enthusiasts, and have a good day everywhere.